Thanks for joining me on Tableside with Kamilah. So today on Tableside with Kamilah, I developed a very masculine table. Now, I know that consistently on Tableside, we've done uber feminine, uber chic, uber girly tables. When that's me, I get it. But you know, I heard the feedback, and definitely you have to be all things to all people as it relates to entertaining and bringing people to the table and building community. So I was very intentional in this table that I created today. Like, this is something that anyone can do. Like, if you have your guy friends coming over to work on a project, or if you have people from your graduate school, your cohort coming over to work on something, and you just want to have a little something, but you didn't want to order like pizza, this is something easy that you can do. And what I did was I could just use these wood chargers. And just so you know, like, a charger is just it's more of a decorative plate. So if you were to go to a formal event, you're gonna have a really beautiful decorative plate on the table, and then there's gonna be your main plate and then your salad plate. So the charger is just there for accent, right? And so what I would say is, like, this is just my charger. And today on Tableside, the theme is preparation. So what I did was I did a table that was very simplistic, where I have my charger and I just have a little salad plate. Like, this is not gonna be a full course meal. It's just a little something where your salads are already prepped. So as you're moving around, as your guests are coming in, you may be working on a project, you know, have an agenda in another room, and you just want to come in really fast and just have a salad and just maybe some pasta or a steak or just something small. Your salads are already prepped, and this salad is a very simple prep salad to make. You want to make sure that your prep salad is not too heavy in olive oil or salad dressing. Always keep your salad dressing on the side, because you don't want, like, your greens, whether it's arugula, leafy greens, you don't want them to get weighed down or get soggy. So this salad here is just fresh arugula, sliced tomatoes, and burrata, and I put a little pesto on it. Now, I can have the olive oil or a dressing on the side, so as my guests sit down, they can add that themselves. But you want the salad to be beautiful and a bit dry, because everyone has a different taste when it comes to what type of dressing they want on their salad. And for me, I don't really use a dressing on my salad, so you just want to kind of leave it open for that. Same thing, I have a cider here, and this can easily be made into a cocktail, and you can muddle it with cinnamon. I also put a little cinnamon stick inside. That's just a nice accent. I like mine to sit inside the drink, so it kind of flavors it, but you can also have a longer cinnamon stick that sticks out, and then you could put a little twine or a little basil or anything on the side. You can also dip it in honey and put cinnamon on it, so it's like a little crystallized, and have it sit there. It's super cute. Okay, we're not gonna use super cute, because this is like our masculine table, wood, Iron Man, hear me roar, I get it, but it's cute. Like, some things are just cute, okay? So here we go. So the napkin, like, not every napkin has to match your outfit. Again, but as I mentioned in our spring video, there are some colors that are just primary colors for entertaining. And again, this color is on trend, but this is something that can easily be transferable. No, it's not gonna be your Easter or your Christmas color, but, you know, easy for a backyard barbecue, easy for a garden party. You know, this is just a simple napkin and a napkin ring, and then I have this accent. I saw this in a store, and really what drew me was the color, because you're gonna layer things as you're entertaining, or as you see key pieces that are gonna work for you. So originally what attracted me was the color, and I just knew at some point I wanted to share it with you and use it in an episode. And once I came back to my apartment, I realized I have other pieces to go with it. So this is our table that we did today. And again, this table is all about preparation. And on Tableside, we prepare for every season of life. We've talked about knowing that you're royalty. We've talked about building community. We've talked about putting stakes in the ground, good soil, planting seeds, a healthy harvest, how you're gonna show up as your true authentic self to the table. So when life happens, you will be armed and you will be prepared. A lot of you ask me, how do you do these videos? Like, did you memorize this, or what do you do? And honestly, like, I don't prep for my video in the sense that I don't have an outline. I I don't record myself, but what I do is a little tip that I do is like I think of the person in my mind, right? Like I have someone in my mind that I feel like I'm talking directly to them. And each time each of you sends me a message, like something on Instagram, responds with a comment below the video, I keep you in my mind. Like I keep the people that I want to encourage, I keep the community that I want to build, that's always front facing in my mind. So I imagine that when I'm looking at you, I imagine you in your home on a Friday night watching the series. I imagine you listening to the series audibly through a podcast. I imagine you know, some of you said that you sat down with your mom and you watched the video. So these are things that I create in my mind because I've always wanted to be a person that encourages. And Tableside with Kamilah is just an expression of that. It's just an expression of something that's really important to me. For me, entertaining and creating these tables was something that was very personal. It was something that unless you knew me and I felt comfortable inviting you into my home, you really wouldn't know that there was like this layer to me of entertaining, and it was a pleasant surprise. But as I became more comfortable with myself and as I became more vulnerable, I realized that not everyone has an opportunity to really understand how to set a table. Not everyone has someone to really tap on the shoulder and ask them, where does the fork go? How do I have a dinner party? And I wanted to be that person to you. I wanted to be that person where if you're having your first brunch, if you're having your first cocktail party, if you're having your partner's parents over for dinner, like whatever that looks like, I wanted you to be able to join our community and feel like not only are you going to get practical instruction on how to sit around the table, but you will be inspired and that you will be completely known. I always have a friend of mine, I always tell her, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And what does that mean? I'm not gonna wait until I meet someone. I'm not gonna wait until I have the job. I'm not gonna wait until I have the home. I'm gonna be ready, mind, body, and spirit, my mind, will, and emotions. I'm gonna be ready in every aspect of my life. So when the opportunity comes, as it will, I don't have to scramble. I don't have to go buy an entertaining book at Barnes & Noble. I don't have to spend an hour on Pinterest. I have it because I practice and sharpen those tools for my tool belt already. So when I moved to New York, I had no idea what to expect. I had prepared in my own way. And what do I mean by that? There were things that I was walking out, skills that I was sharpening, new areas of development that I was entering into, not even knowing that I was going to be expressing those and being able to see practically those things walked out here in New York. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes you'll be working on something and you just know that it works, and it's not until you look back in your life that you can see how everything lined up. I heard someone say recently, I'm responsible for the effort and God is responsible for the outcome. And whatever your spiritual practice is or whatever you believe, you can say that as well. You're responsible for the effort, but there's something higher than you that's responsible for the outcome. So let's do the work. Let's put on our work boots. Let's be ready. Let's stay ready. Let's seize every opportunity as it comes. And if I think about opportunities and the gratitude that I have and the idea of putting on my work boots, I just want to share with you that this is our 10th episode of Tableside with Kamilah. Double digits! Remember like when you turned 10 and you were like, I'm 10, like I'm not 9, like double digits. Like I remember that, like it's not 9 episodes, it's 10, like we're moving, like it's good. It's like, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to each of you that subscribe to our YouTube. I'm so grateful to those that have encouraged me to start a podcast and you listen to it in the gym or on the way to work or on the train. Like this has just been an opportunity for me because when I landed in New York, I had no idea that I was going to do Tableside with Kamilah. It was actually someone very important in my life who encouraged me to go for it and to put on my work boots. And that's what I did. I hit the ground running. I found a great team of videographers. I found great editors. I found a great florist. And I put myself out there because I knew the time would come when I was in San Diego and I was doing Instagram lives and I was doing Facebook lives and I was speaking at different events. that was a preparation that was happening. Now, I didn't know that it would end up with me being here in New York and being planted here, but if you walk out what you're called to do, I always say there's so much on the other side of the yes, right? And all it takes sometimes is that simple yes and obedience, and so much more will happen. So let's put on our work boots. Let's get ready. And remember, there's always a chance to set your own table.